Are you tired of being tired? Because I know that most people live their lives and they're tired and groggy all day long, but there's 3 simple ways that you can start feeling more energized throughout the day. So stay tuned. What is up, YouTube family? In this video, we're gonna talk about the 3 ways that you can instantly be more energized throughout the day. So let's kick it straight off. Number 1 is doing some light exercise. I work from my computer, I work from my house all day long. And so what I like to do when I'm feeling, groggy or tired, which is natural for everyone to feel at some time, is just drop down and do a couple of push-ups. And I literally do this throughout the day. You could ask my videographer, you could ask any of the people who work with me, that just randomly throughout the day, I'll drop down and I'll do 50 push-ups, right? And if you can't do 50 push-ups, then start with 5 or 10 or whatever and start working your way up and just do this, a couple of times per day. I've seen Gary Vee do this. I've seen Tony Robbins do this. I've seen a lot of successful people because it gets the blood flowing in your body. It gets the blood recirculating to your brain, and it wakes you up. And studies prove this. In 2008, the University of Georgia proved that students who exercise lightly were more energized throughout the day than those that didn't. And as an added bonus, you want to make sure that when you are exercising and just throughout the day in general, that you're drinking a lot of water. Think about it like this. While you're sleeping for 8 hours a night or however long you sleep, you're not drinking any water while you're asleep. What other time during your day are you not drinking any water or anything for 8 full hours, right? You'd be extremely thirsty. And so when you are awake and you're drinking water, it tells your brain that it's time to be awake, right? Because the only time you don't drink water throughout the day is when you're asleep. So the more hydrated that you stay, the more that your body is going to feel energized. Mixing that with some exercise is going to wake you right up. And the next thing I want to talk about is your sleep cycles. Most people don't understand how your actual sleep cycles work. They just go to bed and they wake up when their alarm clock wakes them up. Most people don't understand that you sleep in REM cycles at 90 minutes at a time, and that most people get 2 or 3 per night. REM cycles are when you actually get your deep sleep. And when you get your deep sleep, that is what actually makes you feel more awake in the morning. And so what you need to do and to actually get into what's called a circadian rhythm is go to bed at the same time each night and wake up at the same time each morning. And you're going to feel groggy for about a week, but I promise you that if you are strict and you stick to the same schedule, like 11 p.m. go to bed, wake up at 7 a.m. Generally, most multimillionaires and billionaires that I study say that you want about 8 hours of sleep to have maximum productivity. And those are the people who I trust. I don't trust the psychologists, right, who are studying that. I trust the people who are most productive and proving it, with the things that they actually create. So most of the people that I study say about 8 hours. So if you want to try this, go to bed at midnight, wake up at 8 a.m. every single night for a full week, and then think to yourself, do you feel more energized? Do you feel more awake after that week has passed? Because most people will try it for a night, they'll still feel groggy and they'll say, oh, it doesn't work, but it takes a week for your body and for your nervous system and for your brain to actually get into what's called a circadian rhythm. So give it a try, and I promise it's going to make a big difference in your life, feeling more energized and having more energy throughout the day. And the next thing I want to talk about is getting out into some sunshine, right? The human body was designed to get vitamin D, and the way that you get vitamin D is by being out in the sun's rays. So if you have the ability to, right, go out and enjoy some sunshine at least once per day, because what that's going to do is it's going to tell your brain, right, that has evolved for hundreds of thousands of years, that it is daytime and you should be awake during daytime. Because a lot of people forget that we didn't have cell phones and fluorescent lights and all of these things back 10,000, 20,000 years ago. All we had was daytime and nighttime, and so our brains evolved to be awake during the day. So getting vitamin D and being out in the sunshine tells your brain that it's time to actually be awake, and you can have a lot more energy throughout the day just by exposing yourself to a little bit of sunshine. So when you use these techniques and everything starts to feel more productive and you have more energy in your lives, then you're going to want to learn about the skills that you need to master to turn that into more productivity and more wealth for you. So what you're going to want to do is check out this video right here, which is 10 skills that millionaires must master so you can use all that newfound energy and really put it to work for you and your life. Then that is because of your hard work too. But if you only made $100 this month, that is also your fault because you didn't work hard or smart enough.